going to be well into it now. So, right, okay. So what we've got, it is live now. So I'm just going to make sure it's all set up live on here. And we're ready to flow. Okay, my computer screen is updating. And here we go. And that's live. Do you know, it's quite amazing. It's quite amazing what happens when you've got no idea about technology, and then a few months later you're able to repair and re-erect the wind turbine to create electricity. It's great. I'm just trying to get this. I've got come on, work. Work. Sorry about this. People. Everything's ready. Work. Excellent. I just got to click that on, and on. I'll put that on there. On. Good. Okay, it's all working. So I don't know if Pete's got any surprises for us this week, but don't surprise us too much this week, Pete. I think you blew us away last week in the wind. Okay, right. All right, we've done that, and we're going to just do one final thing. Get that done. Right. I just got to click one last thing, one last button. Click. Click, please click. Click. One. Okay, okay, I'm with you now. So last week we looked at the avenue leading from basically the sanctuary and West Kennet Long Barrow, leading all the way through to Avebury. So I was trying to push another agenda last week, thinking outside the box what these monuments mean and what they don't mean. So one of the questions the question I asked last week was a simple question. I said these avenues, these Cursus monuments, the ones we experienced last week, if they're not to do with ceremony, if they're not to do with ritual, if they're not to do with solstice and all these other things, right, which we think in the modern day and age are about, what could they possibly be about? And that was a question I asked last week. None of you need to answer that question today, but I want you to think more towards what's in their minds rather than what we're putting into their minds. Now, we've mentioned pendulums, we've mentioned dowsing rods, we've mentioned alignments, we've mentioned the sense of the curved line, for example, being either straight or not straight, and endless repetition. As Pete would talk about the Celtic cross, and we would talk about knot work and all these wonderful things, which we will look at next week actually as well. So if I place one single image onto here now,
Carl,
which we're all geared up, ready to go. Say that again.
Your sound was breaking
What's
up.
wrong, Pete?
Your sound was breaking up.
Right, okay. But the sound's okay now, is it?
No, that was still breaking up.
Good. So what I'm going to do, right, okay. So, Steve, can you hear me loud and clear?
I can, Carl, but I think there might be.
Steve, can you hear me?
There's background crackle. I can hear you just about, Carl, but there's background crackle coming in. And you've gone now.
Has he gone?
Great. No, I'm here.
Right.
So you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Right. We're looking at an image here, and there's lots of them. And the first one, it says the avenue.
You haven't got. Oh, yeah.
Right. Summer. Right. It says the summer solstice sunrise. Right. So what I want you to do is forget about that. I want you to think that when these monuments were established, the alignments were not the same alignments that present them to be aligned, for example, on the summer solstice and sunrise. Question. And the question is, this endless alignment going across the landscape, right? Which you can see a bit of a trace there, which, as we described last week,
Carl, we lost you. The gremlins just struck.
He's gone completely, is he?
Yep, seems to be, yeah.
now this is the Dorset Cursus monument.
Oh, there you are. We lost the commentary then, Carl, for a minute. No. He's muted according to the. No.
Right. Okay.
Are you back, Carl?
I'm back. I don't know what's going on. A Dorset. Any ideas?
About what?
Right. Oh, right. Okay. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, when you were showing that Dorset Avenue, you were frozen.
Hang on a minute. Right. Okay. Start again. Right. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's start again. Now, I was saying, forget about ceremony, forget about solstice and all these other things, right? What do you think these monuments could mean, Stephen?
I wondered whether they were just used as maps.
Bill? Oh.
Is it a gigantic, elongated, enclosed causeway?
When you say a causeway, what do you mean by a causeway?
A cemetery.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, I wouldn't have thought so, but you know,
What do you mean by a causeway? What? Yeah, what is a causeway?
A causeway is where people were buried, normally in a circular fashion, with possibly sky burials in the centre. So could it be that these ditches were actually burial trenches for some reason? It's an option. Unlikely.
Right.
But...
So obviously you're aware that we discussed this last week of that there's no evidence. So it's an endless avenue, an endless monument where people may
have been buried. Yeah, in the ditches.
have been burnt
about.
and the body working about.
Yeah.
Okay.
The amount of effort was put into forming them. There
Okay,
must have
so
been a
think about-
useful purpose.
Okay, then this monument in front of us now. Right. Okay. But the thing is, useful purpose. This is the point. What are we talking about? Useful purpose. And one thing I'm going to do is
Oh dear.
Your voice has gone and the image has gone.
actually show you. It's basically along the Dorset Cursus monument. It basically goes up and down over landscapes. Right. It
Okay.
sort of goes through. It goes through valleys.
We've lost the image, Carl. We're back to foxgloves.
I don't know what's going on today. Right, okay. Exactly the same happened last week. This did not happen in my 2.5-hour lecture last night. This did not happen. I don't know why it is now.
It did, but you froze quite often.
Can you see this image here? Can somebody
Yes.
talk?
Yes, we can now. Yeah.
Right, can somebody talk? Right. Can you see? You can see this image. Basically, the Dorset Cursus monument goes up and down the
Well, it has to follow the topography of the land.
landscape. In other words,
Can't
it
go
doesn't
below
up
it.
onto the tops of these. No, no, right, okay. It goes up along ridges, it goes
Yeah.
down into valleys, it goes up along, and basically it doesn't follow a ridge. Right? So this is what we're talking about with interesting facts about this monument, right? And there's another little bit of a plan. It's these two parallel bars that go across the landscape, right? And there is the Ackling Dyke. Now, the Ackling Dyke is a Roman road surface.
So it cuts across the cursors. Bloody hell, there's a lot going on there, isn't
Yeah, yeah.
For 10 kilometers. It stretches for 10 kilometers, and that's a distance of 6.25 miles, going up and down chalkland, across very
Who's playing the banjo? Stop it.
and the meaning of this vast ditch bank going across the landscape, this great linear work. Unfortunately, today,
Carl,
Not
can you
going
hear-
very well today, is it?
it's breaking up too frequently, Carl, to make a coherent
It's
statement. of
as
what you're
dark
trying to
as
say.
Pembroke is the problem.
Yeah.
Have we lost?
Oh.
Have we, I don't know.
Weather conditions.
Yeah, it could be.
no, what's happening is that this thing happened last week, as it's happening now, and I don't know what it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sign myself out, and then I'm going to sign myself back in. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make. I've made Richard a co-host, so I'm going to sign myself out, and hopefully I'm going to sign myself back in. I don't know why this happened the same last week, but it's happening again. I don't know why that is. So I'm going to. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yep.
Can you hear me, everybody?
Now we can. Yeah.
Right. One of you, like the reason why this isn't massively working tonight is that asking people questions. I'm not getting responses, and I don't even know if you're hearing me. So
You can't hear us, Carl?
I got that there. I can hear you. Right,
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
Good. I think the best thing to do is if I do this with me talking to one of you or something, just sort of having some kind of conversation, so I can make sure I keep the flow. So that's sounding okay now, is it?
Sounding better.
Seems better.
Yep.
Just kept breaking up all the time.
All right. Let's just get back with the images. Let's just try and get with the flow again. Dorset. Now, I've mentioned that these monuments themselves, we don't really have an understanding of what they're about. Lots of these Cursus monuments and avenues are places such as Stonehenge, and we've got them as well to be found at the likes of Avebury. Goes across Dorset. Oh, for fuck's sake. So right, this is okay. All right, okay, right. I
You seem to be losing signal quite often.
the thing is, I've got full Tesco. I've got 100%. Tesco's is showing me that I've got 100% connectivity on the screen.
It's not coming through at 100%, Carl. You're breaking up for a few seconds at a time. So we're losing the continuity of what you're saying.
Right, okay. I'm gonna see if I can move over to the laptop, okay? This is a shame because it's all there. I'm gonna see if I can do this via the same thing happened exactly last week. It was fine last night. Right, okay, I'm just gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can do this via my right. Okay, you're gonna have to. So much for starting early, guys. Nobody's mentioned Russia and Ukraine tonight. I'm sure we'd all have some nice views about it. And I've been told that I could keep my mouth shut. Right, okay. I'm gonna see now if I can get on. Right, here we go. Right. Okay, I'm nearly there. I got to use it from my PC, and we'll see if we can get this working. Okay. Is everybody still hearing?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Me? Nope. Right. I don't even know if I'm still on.
You
I
are
must be
now.
really breaking up tonight. I must be really breaking up. I'm just
You're
muttering
okay
to
now.
myself.
You're okay now. Gone again.
I was gonna say, you still muttering, Carl? Because you've gone.
I'm okay now. Right, but nobody's talking to me, so I don't even know if it's working.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
But
can
you're
hear you
not
now.
talking. At least we
keep
can't hear
talking,
you.
Carl. Keep
Right,
talking. It's fine then. Yeah. No, you've gone again.
Fiddlesticks. Right, yeah, I'm just trying to get my connection via the PC. See if I can get in this way. Okay. I don't know how good this is going to be. Great. Right, sign in to start. If you are the host. Christ. Join a meeting. This is slower than this. Right, okay. Right, okay. The sign-in details of this. Oh yeah, I got it. So it's 885. Right, so it's 885.
182
Yeah,
4863.
48.
63.
Got it. All right.
Well, if Richard's the host, he'll have to invite you in.
Launch meeting. This is taking me all the way back to March 2020. Downloaded. Christ. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to sign myself out, and I'm going to come back in. So Richard, Bill, right. Okay. So evening. Hey. Now can you hear me?
Yeah.
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 Oh my God! Everyone can hear each other.
And we can hear each other fine. It's just you. At least we could. Now we can't.
I was gonna
All
say,
right, brilliant.
one again.
Right, okay. Anyway, Stephen, what's your opinion of these Cursus monuments?
Well, as I said before, I thought it was some mapping of areas and joining up of particular landscapes, and not necessarily for current generations, but for ancestors.
So go on.
Mapping topography for ancestors rather than necessarily for people that were alive at the time.
So it's got meaning for generation, which was about 5,000 years ago. Yeah. Good. Now we're making some progress. So look, the best.
Carl, you've gone again.
Best thing to do is and if it's breaking up, just say obviously it's breaking up, right? I think one of the problems is that we've got tonight is with images, and I don't know why that is exactly the same thing.
All that happens is that you freeze for a few seconds, as you have now.
Last week. And that
Comes
What?
up now and again, says your bandwidth is low. I was getting.
yeah, it
Yeah, you've gone again, Carl.
Yeah.
might be that this is not right, okay. I've already mentioned that the Cursus
Gone again.
monument through Dorset, which in old language is 6.25 miles. Now, the one thing that I mentioned earlier on is that this monument, this Cursus monument,
Yeah, it's just freezing all the time. Carl.
doesn't follow a ridge. It doesn't follow within the landscape. And one thing, right?
You're still freezing. Are we in a situation, the default situation, to sort of postpone until next week, or not? Or do you want to continue like this because it's just a breakup?
When you mean default situation, what do you mean? No. Right, okay, I tell you what, guys. Do you want to reschedule this session tomorrow night?
What time? Same time? I gotta think now. What time is Jess? Got Jess at 1:30. 2:30. You could try it at 5:45.
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't do it 5:45. I can only do from 7 o'clock onwards tomorrow.
No. What about the rest?
Yeah, I can do 5:45, but I have to rush my tea a bit, but apart from that, fine.
Yeah, I'm easy on it, you know. I don't mind. I don't care if it's 7 till 8 or doesn't worry me.
5:45. What about Friday? What about Friday night?
Yeah, I can. I mean, Friday's good for me. Quite happy with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I think I just had a message up that said Carl has left, so presumably he's disconnected and going to reconnect now.
Yeah, there's no sign of it at the moment, is there? Give him a minute and see what happens.
Yeah, Friday's okay for me.
Right, folks. Okay. Would everybody be able? Look, I think what it is, because we've got because we've got 80-mile-an-hour winds out. So would everybody be available to reschedule tomorrow night at 7? Bill?
We're looking at Friday night.
We suggested Friday, is not turned up again. Because Steve couldn't do it tomorrow.
I can do it.
Right, no, Friday. Yeah. So can you all do Friday at 7 o'clock?
Hang on. Can't we do it earlier?
6 o'clock.
6.
Yeah, I can do 6.
6 o'clock
This
Friday night.
6 o'clock Friday. 6 o'clock Friday. Rugby at 7:30. Yeah, that's okay.
Right. Okay. Right. So Bill,
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
right. When are we doing this? We're doing Friday.
Friday at 6.
Friday at 6.
Bill, so Peter, Friday at 6. Right. What about you, Steve?
Yeah, Friday at 6.
Right. Who else have we got left? Richard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Right, so
for Friday.
Right. Okay. Bill, Steve,
Yeah.
Peter, and Richard will do 6 o'clock on Friday.
Okay,
Yeah.
Carl, better luck then. Yep, okay, that's fine.
Yep. Let's hope so. Yeah.
Well, put it this way. This is not. I remember the last time. It's just one of those flukes.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
It happens, sadly.
Okay
Well,
then.
I was all ready as well.
Yeah, keep up your spirits and your enthusiasm for Friday. Okay. Okay, then. See you Friday. Folks.
So, Bill, Steve, Peter, and Richard, I'll see you Friday. 6
Okay.
o'clock.
All right then. Bye then.
You go.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
See you Friday. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.